Hello, dears. Oh my God. I'm not used to this many people. Like I see, at first I saw the eyeball and it said 0, and I'm like, well, I'll go up eventually. And then once we're on screen and not the countdown, I see 20, and I'm like, excuse me. Now it's dropped to 15. Okay, the shock wore off, I guess. Welcome to Writertown Junction. You are at the Saloon, and the Saloon is where fun and games are had. Usually with the drink. My drink of choice is water because I need to. I might jump to soda because your girl's dragging today, and I might need a little pick-me-up. I also have sugary snacks, which, I mean, actually is an oxymoron because let's face it, like, sugar should not be a snack. But it's okay. So I will let my co-hosts introduce themselves. I have their links down below if you want to grab them. But we have Nia first.
All right, hi. I'm Nia, the Vixen of Fiction, all over the interwebs. I host writing streams at 7 p.m. on Tuesday nights. I also host streams on Twitch on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at noon, and Sunday nights after 8:30. And I host Author Tubers React, which we do usually the last Saturday of the month, and Scripting the Book once a month. This tomorrow we are doing Bullet Train, which Natalie let me know was a book. I didn't even know it was. I was like, what? Sure, we'll do that. So if you want to come hang out with us tomorrow at 12:30, that is what we'll be doing. Talking about what a ride that was.
Yeah, it's a ride. All right, Shannon, dear.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shannon. I write under the name of S.C. Huston, the author of the Clash of Goddesses series, and currently working on a fantasy romance series. I have a YouTube channel under the name of S.C. Huston, where I sometimes publish content about my writing and self-publishing journey. I had a lot last year, but this year I'm concentrating more on my writing. So I mostly have writing sprints happening, and for Camp Nano, I'm doing one every day, although I think I'm going to have to cancel the one this coming Wednesday because I found out at exploratory surgery I get to have it on Wednesday. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that because it's supposed to really help. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I do. I am 1/3 of the Self-Publishing Tips and Tricks podcast with Ben Pick from Writing to Write and Morgan Lee. We did have an episode come out today. We're on an off season right now. We take second and fourth quarter off, but we do have some off-season episodes where we talk about books about publishing and or writing. And this first one we did was actually with Natalie, was one of our guests, who read the book 5,000 Words per Hour by Chris Fox. And we talked about his methods and what he was thinking, and how he improved his writing to write faster, more efficient, and still have quality writing. And we talked about how things that we've done that's worked for us, or what he said that might work for us in the future. So that was a really good episode. It was nice to listen to that conversation back too. We also had Martin Lejeune on with us. So also one half of the AuthorTube Writing Conference duo with Margaret Pernard, which is going to happen June 23rd through the 25th. We have a website, authortubewritingconference.com. You can check it out. And yeah, we're looking forward to that. We've pretty much got all of our speakers lined up. We do have to change the hour on Saturday. We're going to start an hour earlier and put a lunch hour in instead during the middle of the day, because Saturday is a really long day. So
I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, crap, which day am I on? I forget. I'm going to have to look at that.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. So, I at least know my topic and everything. So did you also get the speakers, like, who were, like, I know I ended up getting guest speakers. There's different tiers, by the way, for people who are confused. And you got the next group of speakers set.
Yeah, so we've got we did the random drawing of the speakers, and about half of them have, been confirmed. We're still waiting on the other half, which they have a deadline coming up of, I think it's this next week is when their deadline is to get back with us. And I know that there's one, she applied to be a speaker, and they live in a different country. So it was like 3:00 in the morning for them.
Oh.
And I was like, well, we can't change the speaker hour. That's one thing that we can't move, And,
yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So, and I was like, it's probably always going to stay pretty much in the same spot for every AWC. So I don't know if she's replied yet. I didn't actually check my Gmail inbox today for that, but she might have replied. I don't know, but yeah.
Bless her.
Oh,
I know. I value my sleep, which
I do
yeah.
too.
leads me into I am
Would she be
Natalie
able-
Locke.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I was going to ask a
No.
question.
Go
I was going to
ahead.
ask, would she be able to do a pre-recorded for that one, or does that one need to be
Oh.
live?
No, it doesn't have to be live. I did offer her those options. She can do it as a premiere, and
There
then
we
she's
go.
just in the chat for the question A portion, or she can play
Which
that
means
as
she
the
could be in
live.
pajamas, no makeup,
she could be in
and go to
pajamas.
sleep afterwards.
Yeah, so I did offer her those. I do want to say we will have a video come out, or a live come out on May 1st, where we're going to reveal the entire schedule. The video's not up yet. It's going to be on Margaret Bernard's channel, but I'll have it linked with the AWC playlist on my YouTube homepage.
Nice. Yeah, that's what's kind of cool about StreamYard these days, that you can like link to other people's videos at the same time, like when you're live.
Yeah.
I know Chandra, my co-host, was talking about that. But the thing is that Chandra and I are like partners on each other's StreamYard, so we have like the god power of each other's. Like I could go live on her channel, no problem. But that means we can't do the go live like link thing, like link channels. So either way, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do it that way, because we've actually had discussion, myself, Margaret Bernard, and a couple other people. We've talked about how does that cannibalize different audiences, though, especially if you have similar audiences. So yes, I don't think we're going to do it on both. I'm just going to link it into the playlist on mine, and it'll just be on her channel.
There you go. Yeah. So I am Natalie Locke. I am a full-time mom, full-time employee, and because those don't impede my sleep enough, I decided let's just throw writing in the mix too. And currently I've got 2 manuscripts complete, drafted, but no one's grabbed them for publishing. So in this case, I feel like no matter how many times I've edited, I need to edit more. And I've drafted over 200, and I think my count is at 261 flashes so far, but 250 of those were done in a year and 2 months. And I'm going back and trying to edit all of those. But I'm reining myself back, and I'm like, let's just do 2 flashes a week, so 104 for 2023. Guess what? I'm already behind. But got plans for next Sunday on Chandra's channel, where her and I are going to have a catch-up day for Camp Nano, or if you're like me, doing flashes, or if you just want to do a 10K day as well. It's 10K, 10 flash, catch up, whatever it is you want to do it. The chat is very active. Lots of people have come by. So I mean, hopefully I get everybody, but there's Emma, of course, me and Shannon, Kelly, Laura Nettles, who just finished. She was a doll and switched times with me. This was her time slot, and she switched with me because the house I'm renting right now was in the middle of being on the market, and so there's house showings. So that means I get kicked out for a few hours, and also got to make it seem like we don't live here to keep it clean. Essie, Jabria, thank you. Nina, Michael, our hostess with the mostest. Host with the most. Whatever. We'll go with fluidity here. I can't speak. Good thing I'm a writer. Ty, Becca, LeFay it's their birthday today, so happy birthday. Cool Gamer, Rose-Lynn, Violet, and Maya. Going through. I wish I could like highlight everybody, but the chat's been going. Richard made his way in. Even Sarah with Inimitable Books. Hopefully I said that right. I always stumble. I'm like
Yeah.
Okay. Portia. Okay, now I'm caught up. Oh, and Dreaming Truth. Huh. You're new.
I like that name. Nice.
I like that. I like that a lot. It actually gives me almost like a story idea of Dreaming Truth. So, what are y'all working on today, by the way?
I'm Go ahead, Nia. You first.
Oh, I don't even know. So I was like, let me think about what I'm gonna do while Shannon talks.
Yeah. Well, that's the way I operate. I'm like, let's see what I feel like. Like I got
I
a
have
list of things
options.
to do.
I don't know.
And then I got then I just choose from the list.
So I would have said a couple hours ago I'm going to be working on my book that I'm working on. It's the second one in my series, although it's non-linear, so you can read either book first. But it's just called A Curse of Wings and Gems. But my mind's kind of fried because I've been dealing with, since my stream this morning, I've been dealing with trying to figure out how to write a DCMA takedown request letter because I found 2 of my books pirated on a website.
Oh,
So
yeah.
So
which is so strange. Like I always think that how can that happen? But then apparently it does. Like
Well,
I had no clue.
my book, I do use 2 services where my book is given to readers. So one is voracious readers only. They connect reviewers with authors. So when a reviewer reads my blurb and they like it, they reach out. I give them a copy of my book. That's one way. And then I'm also on Story Origin where I have review copies on there. So people can sign up to be a reviewer and they get a copy of my book, whether or not they actually leave a review. So
I've done Story Origin. I've enjoyed that one. That's how I've reviewed or alpha read Zara's stories and stuff.
Yeah.
The
letter is done and it's off to my mentor. She's going to look it over, but she's going to dinner with her husband. So I was like, don't worry about it. It'll be there tomorrow. So
priorities.
Yeah. So, but now that that's done, I feel like I need a nap. You told me you just napped right before this. Now I need a nap.
Yeah. I took like a little 20-minute pick-me-up nap and I'm hoping I'll be good to go and stuff. I think the one thing I'm going to do right now, just because it makes me feel smart sometimes, is logic puzzles. Where you're given like 7 statements and then you have to fill in the matrix at the bottom based off that statement. So like this one is using only the clues below, determine the pen name used by each of the 5 authors. Wow, this is kind of fitting. The pen name used by each of the 5 authors, the year and title of their and the year and the title of their last published book. And then I love this note. Note, male writers might use female pen names and vice versa.
We should do one like that for AuthorTube.
Yeah.
Like do a logic puzzle.
Do a logic puzzle book.
Yeah,
that would be so cool.
I do like logic puzzles. I'm also working on flash fiction prompts and stuff. And but here's something, and if anybody has information on this, let me know. But the like paperback books that have stickers in the back and everything. It's usually with Scholastic kid books. But what I want is stickers in the back. Chandra and I are combining our ideas here. Stickers in the back where it's like the words, each word it's its own sticker, and you can pull the sticker off in the back of the book and place it so that's your chosen words for that prompt. And stuff. And the idea of stickers makes it so much more fun in my mind versus like, here's a list, rewrite the words. But
I'm thinking
can't figure out how to do stickers. Like,
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where could we? I'm all in this. I'm like, where could we get this done? No, where can you guys get this done at? I'm like,
because like Chandra and I are combining that because when we love our flash fiction, which by the way, if you're not familiar, every single Saturday, except next Saturday, the 23rd, we're going to actually do it at Sunday, the 24th, the try to catch up day. But we do flash fiction. We do random prompts. We're doing mass editing of our flashes and such. So yeah, that's where we're at. And we also, we've got like the meat and potatoes of the book. It's just the logistics of how do we publish with stickers? Because then we also have the idea of like more stickers. Mm-hmm. Like you could do a fantasy pack stickers and stuff. And
I don't know of any. I don't think there's any publishing on demand company that would do something like that.
It had to be separate.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do publishing on demand, you'd have to do like publishing on demand and then do some type of Redbubble or something like that. where
Yeah, I think what it
and
might
then
have to
you
be
could, like,
is
buy the
sticker
combo.
packets
Yeah.
and stuff. And so there's like a fantasy packet, a contemporary packet, a sci-fi packet.
I mean, another way to do it is to have the books come to you and then put the stickers in with the book and ship it that way.
And that means I got to have a lot of storage.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
Well, and then
Share
another
your garage.
yeah, or another idea. I heard Joanna Penn talk about this one. She went to the distribution center. It was like 3 hours from her house to
wow.
add something to the books, and they sent it out from there. People ordered it print on demand, but she went to the distribution center. Oh, she signed it. That's what she did. She did sign copies. But instead of them coming to her house, she went to the distribution center and took hours, just sat there all day signing copies, and then they sent it off.
Oh, that's nice. Because then you don't,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's a cost breakdown evaluation of like, which is cheaper? Me to just like take one day per month or something, drive 3 hours and there and back, use the gas, or they'll mail it to me and then I mail it.
Yeah. But then it also comes down to what if people are buying it, you get like someone buying it every week of the month, then the person who buys it the first week of the month, you have to wait to the end of the month. She did hers. Hers was from a Kickstarter campaign. So all her orders were in already. But that might work for you guys. Do a Kickstarter campaign. You get all your orders in already. Then you could go to distribution center that one day and that's it. And then in the future, then it's a separate, buy the packet separate from the book or something.
That's a good point. Nice. Okay, I am going to get a timer. Because this is supposed to be a game thing. I kind of wanted to put some games together for us, by the way. And I am willing to have ideas, but I like the Truth or Dare almost a little bit. That's a fun game to play. So everyone right now, pick whether you're going to do Truth or Dare.
I'm really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. I'm typing it out.
I do. Eva knows me so well. She saw the look on my face. I'm like, did I do a dare?
Yeah, Victoria said that me and Shannon had both look concerned.
Listen, it's you're not going to have to lick like the underside of your keyboard or something. Like it's nothing like that. Okay.
I was like, how physical are the dares?
Yeah.
No. The dares is more of like what to include in your writing.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff
cool.
like actually a challenge almost. So I guess it's more challenge or truth. So, and I feel like someone did this where it's like a truth or dare situation writing style. And I wish I could give that person credit, but I don't remember who it was. But I can tell you it wasn't me. So don't give me credit, but come on. Truth or Dare has been around forever. So I feel like at this point, yeah. All right. Finishing writing up I wrote the Dare. Now I'm writing the Truth. And I'm kind of blanking. All right.
Oh, I didn't know that. I liked watching Keelan. Zarish said Keelan used to do Spill or Quill, Truth or Writing Challenge.
That's what it is. Keelan Rivers, actually.
Mm-hmm. I guess I didn't see those. I used to watch her when I first became part of AuthorTube, and she left out like right as soon as I became part of AuthorTube. But now she's been back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Hopefully everyone's got their Truth or Dare. Y'all got yours. What did y'all choose?
I'm gonna try Dare.
Okay.
Yeah, Dare, challenge, whatever.
Dare.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Truth. So, which actually, by the way, you can do both because you can write this in the chat. But for this first sprint, the Dare is include the phrase "until when" in your next blurb, your next piece of writing. The Truth is, have you ever included a pet's name or demeanor in your writing? Like personified your pet or like just created your pet and you're writing made your pet like the sidekick or something.
I would have liked that as a dare. Put your pet personas in your writing.
Well,
Yeah.
That
guess
would
what?
be cool.
Hey, guess what? Oh, wait. Stop it!
I actually want an animal sidekick in my story right now, so maybe this is where I'll do it.
There you go.
Not always, but
Oh my god, I can't type.
Then.
This is what editing
Never
Natalie
Loki,
is for.
Never Loki.
Never Loki before though. Dare.
I've never done
Yeah.
it. So.
I
don't know
wrote a
why I would always
story.
do the dare challenge. I don't know what is wrong with me.
So it was an audiobook thing where I actually had to read the book out loud and include pictures and stuff. And the story I wrote was about a little girl who was blind and her getting her first seeing eye dog and stuff. And the dog that she got was named Stitch. And I tried to get the coloring, but I couldn't find a picture of it. But I used it similarly to my dog, Stitch. The other one's Lilo. But yeah, so I have Lilo and Stitch.
I've got Loki and
I'm
Thor.
pretty sure there was an episode of Flash Fiction Live where we had to include Tabby. Chandra and I had to use the word Tabby in the story. So we both said a Tabby cat. And we both made the cat like similar, like the embodiment of Dobby.
I was going to say it was
Chandra's cat. And in both of our stories, the cat was the murderer. Just or there was a fear of murder and stuff. So, yeah.
You know.
All right. Let me get a timer. 30 minutes good, or y'all want less? I usually do like 20 to 30.
I'm good with those.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I like this. Okay. All right. First off, we are sharing sounds. Secondly, why is there only 5 minutes left? Thirdly, theater mode. Ooh, eat, Sparky. No, I didn't say play yet. I talk a lot to myself and inanimate objects. I have to really think hard about that one. Spencer, what are you doing? I can't play that book. Okay. All right. I'm going to start the timer. Enjoy, and please write your topics in the chat. And we're done with that sprint. How did y'all do?
I'm adding up my words.
Yeah, I just finished the logic puzzle, and I'm about to check to see if I got it right.
Okay. You sound really low.
I do?
No, Nia. I couldn't hear her. Look like she was.
Oh, I was muted. I was
you're
muted.
muted.
I was like, oh, I'm muted. Let me fix that. So I went to go fix dinner. We're having spaghetti tonight, so I'm back and forth between getting that done. And then I had a few minutes, but I hadn't decided on what I was actually going to work on. So I was like, I ran out of time to do the dare. So I was like, well, let me put the truth in the chat really quick, but then I ran out of time for that too. So.
Well, you can still type it in.
Yeah,
now
I'm still
while
typing
you're
it in.
going
It
through.
was over 200 words. So I'm like, okay, let me cut this.
Yeah. What about you, Shannon, dear?
Oh, so I did the second dare, and I know it was around numbers. I had 364 on for one when I was first just trying to write the dare, and then I was trying to refine it and added 316 more words, so it was 680. So it's a really round number. But I added my cat, who's passed away now. He's in the timer that Laura has for the Pets for Author Tubers.
Mm-hmm.
He's like my favorite kitty. And I called him Cat because I got him when I was in the military, and I bought my first house, and I had a mouse and I couldn't get rid of it. So I got this cat to get rid of the mouse, but I thought I was going to get rid of the cat because I was military. And so I just called him Cat so I wouldn't get connected to him. I wouldn't get, but it happened anyways. So his name was Cat.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So, but we did name him later, and he was super smart. He would go by several different names. So then I stopped to do research about what type of fish he would be. So he's a fish named Cat, and I think he's going to be a dragonfish named Cat.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I said my truth out loud, but I typed in the link to the audio book. Like, it was AuthorTube audiobook thing that I did, and I typed that in. And I finished my puzzle, and it is right.
Yay!
Which is my goal, because they have listed here. They have a solve rate 43.7% for this particular one. Average time 9 minutes and 40 seconds. Obviously, I'm not there. Best time 2 minutes and 1 second. Not there. So the fact that I'm able to solve it makes me happy. I don't care about the time it takes, as long as I can solve it.
You're smarter than the average bear.
Yeah. Becca said, my cat's personality is in more characters than I care to admit. Zara wrote Riley in a draft of the Belgrave Legacy, then had to take her out because she would have seen through someone too quickly. No. Maya said no on the truth, but now kind of wants to. And go for it, is what I say. As he said, I use both the names of my childhood dog and my mom's childhood dog in the time travel novel I wrote a couple of days ago. Oh, it's memory lane. Victoria said, no, I feel like my first dog would have been a bit boring. She just sat around and looked cute. My dog now is more energetic and chaotic. Hey, sometimes boring can be like comedic relief. Like, I love the stories of where there's like animal in the corner that just like not even lifts its head, just like lifts its eyes and looks at you and then goes whatever and then goes back. Like, when that's like the common thread. Michael did not. Oh yeah, the thunder, that's right. And that's when I said surround sound. That's happened to me before. Nina said, not really. I mean, I have written stories about other people's pets when I was a kid and have characters with the same name as mine, but the characters came first. Smart. Spencer, what are you doing? Okay. This boy just took his stool into the kitchen, a little step stool.
Oh.
Climbed up himself, grabbed his own little, he's got a plane cup. It's got planes on it. Grabbed it himself and now is putting it in the, I heard that, by the way.
Yeah, it's like getting really hard here.
Oh, bless you. Hopefully you survive. But yeah, he's getting himself water, so yay for hydration. Right. We're talking about, what is that? Pierogies?
Pierogies.
Pierogies. Okay, I was in my head. I was like pierogies, and I'm like, no, that's wrong.
I was thinking doggies, and then I saw it had been eaten. And I thought that's not what she said.
Nope. All right. Dreaming the Truth said the first 10 minutes were disrupted by the kiddos. 369 words. Yeah, I got my son carrots and ranch. And he actually doesn't use the carrots just as a delivery device for the ranch. He does eat the carrots too. So we're good there. I got him that twice because he ate all of them. And also I snacked too on the carrots as I'm eating sugar. I was wanting both. But yeah, pretty flexible there. Becca wrote a couple of pages. And then here's Nia's. I have not included Loki in any of my writing novels, but I have used some of my previous pets' demeanor and am writing a children's book based on Loki. Yeah, like that's which we want and need and request.
Yeah.
The first one's written. I need 4 more pages technically for it to be considered what the standard for a children's book are. So I just have to come up with like 4 more lines basically to put one on each page, and then I have to do all the illustration for it. So, but I've only mentioned it once, so I'm like, do I say something? I might as well. It's fine. It's fine.
Bethany Atazada, she did a book. I don't know if it's a children's book, but it's a picture book of her dog. And I thought that was really cute.
No, you are not having cookies. No. Maybe later. Okay? Can let me get through my stream. We'll eat dinner, and then you can have cookies. Deal? Cool. All right, we're on the same page. All right. If my dog's personality became a human character, she would be a comfort and food-obsessed, pig-headed, adorable, energetic bundle of chaos with slight destructive tendencies, anxiety, and ADHD. Am I your pet? Just out of curiosity. Oh, I might be your pet, Maya.
I guess Mandy Lynn also did one too about her.
Yes,
moon.
She did.
I forgot about that.
Cat named Moon.
I have a cat named Luna, so it kind of goes.
All the languages. That's something I do when I'm picking names for characters and such. For the short story I wrote, and I ended up not placing in the competition, but I was focused on names that meant air or wind because there were skydivers in it, and so that was where I went. So Zephyr, Zeph for short. There's a few other ones, but that's the one that I remember off the top of my head. And so that's kind of like my own writing of where I'm trying to give hints for anyone who's into etymology of names and such. But it was fun. Yes, Spencer. Yes.
Luna was for moon, but Luna is also where lunatic came from. Yeah. She likes to run into walls.
It makes me think of how people like to call like the devil Lucy sometimes. I just think it's kind of adorable.
Yeah.
And everything. Oh, by the way, for anybody who was wondering, the last timer was from Laura Nettles. I will tell your sister later to play with you. I'm not going to tell her right now. She kind of already babysat you earlier, though. That's what my son does. He'll come to me and goes, Mom, tell Zoe to do this. Like, no, she's not at your beck and call, honey. I'm just saying. So, pulling up another timer. So, do y'all think y'all are going to do the same things that you did last time?
I think I'm going to do a self-care break.
Self-care break?
Yeah.
Anything?
Yeah. I will be doing the same. I've got to get dinner finished up. And also I have to leave a little bit early because I'm up next.
And
so I
That's
actually
right.
need to have time to eat.
Have a little bit of break. Do you want to do a quick outro?
Yeah, I'm
in case you got to
next.
cut out,
Yeah.
because we'll do another timer.
Next. Yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm Nia. I'm on next, so stay tuned. Hang in there. I'll be back.
The playlist link is below. So if you make sure to click that, it'll just jump to the next live one.
Yeah.
Which actually we were talking about. For anybody who kind of wants to be productive, but not. For anybody who doesn't know what Words on Stream is, it's not my husband. God, of course not my husband. He's not here. Not my son yelling at me in the background. Yes, sweetie. In a little bit. But Words on Stream is where you get why is this like not even Googling or anything right now? You're killing me, Swans. I'm just gonna open up another window.
Oh,
we lost her.
Hopefully she'll pop right back in.
I mean, True said that she just hit 570 words, or she's 570 words. Yeah, from hitting 20,000. I'm like, well,
which is amazing.
Yeah,
great job.
I just 10,000 today.
I know. I'm like, my whole goal for the month is 25. So
that's smart. I should have done 25. I did 40, and I just crossed 10. And I'm like halfway through the month, and I got 1/4 of the way through my words.
Yeah. I did that on purpose, though, because part of what I'm working on is my graphic novel. So I have to do more images.
Yeah.
So I'm like.
Versus words.
Yeah. And in fact, with them, you take away words because it's like, oh, you can, like so few words. Like I have so much written, and I'm like, none of this is going to be in there. I've got to show it through facial expressions and gestures. I'm like, fun.
So it's kind of like the opposite of like when, as a writer, we're like, we have to write all these different emotions, where if it was on screen, we don't have to write the emotions because it's on screen, so we don't have to worry about it. But you got the opposite problem there.
Yeah. Now you have to make it look like it's supposed to look. I'm like, do they look excited or do they look a little scared? Because the eyes, it's like, are those excited eyes or terrified?
And are you're hand drawing all of these, right? Or on your
using my iPad, hand drawing them very badly, but hand drawing them nonetheless. But if you want to see my progress, I will be drawing them live on Twitch on usually Wednesdays, but sometimes on Mondays and Fridays as well at noon. So yeah, it's been fun. We did it Friday. It was a lot of fun. So I got a whole page and 2 mini scenes within the page done. So it was good. I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like a real comic. Look at it. And so has so much more to do, though.
Is this a story that you've written? Well, you said you already have too many words, but did you have it already written like as a story, and then you're breaking it down into a graphic novel, or you're writing it with the idea that it's going to be a graphic novel?
Both. So parts of it are written, like really written out, like if it were going to be in a novel, and then other parts are this happens or just dialogue, almost kind of like more like a screenplay, but I'm like, so and so moves here, and then their dialogue. So I really kind of just depended on how I would have, because I wasn't thinking about doing any of this at the time that I wrote it. It was just for fun. So it kind of was written out, kind of a mess, but it's a huge, huge thing. A couple of people have seen like the outlining and the world building for it, and they're like, whoa, that's a lot. I'm like, yeah, now I've got to actually put it all together and make it make sense. But
I would probably, I don't know if it's something you're already thinking, but once you finish your graphic novel, are you going to try to publish it? Or
probably I'm trying to do a self-pub some way. And I thought about doing a Kickstarter, but I don't like time limits, and I don't want to promise someone something that I can't finish on time. So I was like, I don't know if the Kickstarter will work for me.
You don't have to, you can be done with it already and do a Kickstarter on it.
Oh, so maybe after I'm already finished.
Yeah. I think most people do it, because I will Instagram you. DM,
yes.
whatever they call that.
Yes.
I don't want to give
Either one.
There's something I'm not trying to give away on my end for my work. So, but
Gotcha.
but yeah.
Yeah. So I would consider something like that because just because with images, you never know when you're going to be done, or I don't feel like I know because I've not done it before.
Yeah. So I would probably, since you are going to plan to possibly publish that one day, I would keep all your notes and also do a novel later. So get the most out of it,
guys, for being able to handle.
Yeah, we could talk.
Yeah.
Chaos.
you can you tell we stream sometimes?
Yeah, that is true. So,
did Nia want to do her outro? Maybe.
Oh yeah, Nia, did you do your outro?
I think she started.
That's my only outro.
Oh, that was it. Okay, I thought there was more to it. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be on next. Follow me over there. You get more info.
So I am gonna do for the next. All right. So it's not 4:12. My computer's on
Central Time.
Central Time because
that's my time.
Yeah, because I changed it to Central Time when I was house hunting. And then now I'm like, I'm moving in less than a month. There's no point in changing it back because it will become the right time. But words on stream, you just type in the YouTube chat, by the way, on what you think the word is, what words you're making out of the scrambled letters. So we can do this for like 30 minutes because it's just a carefree stream. Those who want to be productive, don't worry. I will let you know when we're done. But for those who want this to be their productivity, and here's the dare. Choose the words that you see on screen to try to include into your next writing. And the truth will be, what is the hardest word you've had to include in your writing?
The hardest word to say or spell?
However you wish. Artistic license on that.
Okay. Our own interpretation. Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's go. And I'm going to go deal with my son. Yay, we got through it. I know there was a lot of technical difficulties. Yeah. But we got through it. Luckily, we still ended at 45 after, which is the goal. Bless you. So, well, I was able to get the other logic puzzle done.
Nice.
And considering I didn't start it until I started the timer.
Because all of the issues.
Yeah. So we're talking like 25 minutes, and still I was interrupted and such, but got it. And I was able to check the answers already, and I know I got it right.
Yay.
So it's funny because I started the stream thinking I was tired, and now I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Well, I went and got some sugar and talked to my kiddo for a little bit. Had some mail come in, so I opened it.
Yay!
Yeah. So I was like, yay. So got that, and haven't started it yet, but I'm a total introvert. I've gone to the store twice to get a new phone. My cell phone is like, it used to be Sprint and now it's T-Mobile, and it's been T-Mobile for a while, and they've been telling me it's going to stop working, and it hasn't yet, but now they've sent me 5 text messages saying it's going to stop working May 1st. So I finally got my new phone in, but I haven't started it yet. So I'm like, okay.
That'll be another Sprint job.
Yeah.
And it might span more than one Sprint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have fun with that. But yeah, hopefully chat did well and everything. My son, we went to a gaming place, and out of the tickets we got, he got this it's an axe throwing thing, but it's got suction cups on the blade. So it's not an actual axe throwing. Well, he's throwing it in the house against the window. I'm gonna have to teach him because he's trying to throw it like this, and I'm like, no, it's a like swing thing. I don't know. So we'll see. I'll get through that at some point. But luckily, it's like dinner time here. And I did end up caving, and I gave him a little bit of milk, just to tie him over to get me through this. So it works.
Totally understandable.
Yeah. Well, you want to give your outro and give the dates for the AWC or the live that we'll have as well?
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thanks, Natalie, for having me. It was great being here. And I was telling everybody in my sprints, I was like, Natalie asked me to be on her channel on Saturday. It was very mysterious. She didn't tell me what for.
Whoops.
And I was like, but I trust it. So, here we go.
Yeah. No, it's a legit reason. It's a live stream. It's going to be sprints and stuff.
I figured it was sprints because I think every reason I've ever been on your channel is for sprints. So I don't think I've been here. I mean, I've been here for the celebration of was it your birthday? Your channel birthday.
There might have been a channel birthday. It was a 12-hour. I know I've done a 12-hour live stream, but it's like I'm a little more structured with that, where I had a schedule sent out going, here's where we're gonna do games and stuff.
And I think I was on all the streams that were sprints. So I was like, well, I've only been on your channel to sprint, so it's probably sprint. I'm sure it's not anything else. But I was like, what if she's gonna roast me? I think I told my husband that. I was like, what if she bring me on to roast me? Well, my imagination was going.
I mean, I've always thought of myself that I could be a comedian, but roasting comedy is just like, it's a thin line.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like to roast really well, you gotta be really close.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured that. I was like, that's my imagination going. It's probably sprints. So
well, now you're giving me ideas for the next time I ask you to on my channel.
But yes, so the AWC, the AuthorTube Writing Conference, is our second annual AuthorTube Writing Conference. It's going to happen June 23rd through the 25th, and we're really looking forward to it. We have some great speakers. For those who are in the self-publishing space, you might recognize Drafted Digital. They are our keynote speaker, Mark Leslie Lefebvre, if I'm saying his last name right. So he's our keynote speaker, and I mean, he's published as well. So he understands that, and we've got a lot of great presentations that will happen. So on May 1st, we're going to have a live. We don't know what time yet, but it will reveal the full schedule for the AuthorTube Writing Conference. And we'll also be opening the merch store for anybody who wants to. I also got the shirt, if I'm not making too much noise and don't drop stuff over, but I got a shirt, which I'll wear on that day too.
Can't make as much noise more noise than I am with my son hitting.
Oh, so. And I didn't do as much merch this year. Last year, I think Jenna actually did most of the merch. I added a few things, but I don't think when I looked at what people actually bought, I was like, we don't need all this extra stuff. So I think we have like 9 items this year.
It's not bad.
Yeah. So, and
I'm excited.
Oh, that's also when we'll have the link, the first time that we'll have the link for the first page critique panel. So writers out there, anonymously, you submit your work, right? And there's no way for you to actually put your name on it unless you put your name in your actual work.
Yeah.
But it's anonymous, and we have people lined up who will be the judges, and that's a panel. It's an 1.5-hour panel we have during the Author Tube Writing Conference. People who have published and or edited and or have something to do with the publishing business. So yeah, you guys are here. She says her first favorite part is the first page critique panel. Yeah,
I love critique. I love feedback. I absolutely love it. And Eva's the same way. I use Eva for feedback and everything, and she's so thorough. If anybody who ever uses Eva, like her rates are like on point for evaluating and editing your stuff, but that she also provides feedback of like, this is where I think you were headed. Here's my suggestions. So
yeah. And I like the point of our panel is I have them raise their hand when they would have stopped reading. So I think that's very useful for readers to know, like, oh, okay, this is where they would have lost interest. And especially if like the panel members all stop like at the same place, then okay, there might be something there. But if they all stop in different places or don't stop the reading,
which is very key. That's what I tell people with why you should have more than one alpha reader or beta reader and stuff. Like, because if there's overlap. Yes, Michael, I roast you, but I've also been on your channel like tons of times, and you ask for it with your riddles. I'm just saying. All right. I play Monday quarterback a little bit when it comes to those.
I think those are the main things. Merch store, full schedule for speakers, and
May 1st. Keep an eye out on yours and Margaret's channel for the big announcement and everything. June 23rd through the 25th. Sorry.
Yeah. But May 1st will be key because we had a lot of people who said that they didn't know we had a first page critique panel and they would submit. So please, people, once it goes out, reach out to people so people know that they can submit their work. Because I think we had 10 people submit.
Is it a limit of one? Like, so for me, I have 2 manuscripts, and I would like one of them to be chosen. But is there a limit?
I don't think we put a limit on it last year.
Okay.
But I do have a different partner, so it's something we'll probably have to discuss, her and I, to see if we want to keep things the same or whatever.
Because I would feel bad if both, as much as I want them both to be critiqued, I would feel bad if both of mine got critiqued when really it's just I would want one of them.
Just one.
And I'd rather y'all like do a random sampling one of them versus me having to choose because I can't.
No, I mean, we were going to do a not a live drawing, but we were going to do a random drawing of the ones that were submitted. And then, we were going to pick 8 to 10, and we only had 10 people submit. So we're like, well, all I did from there is I just did a random number picker. And that way I thought we'll just go as far as we can until we get to the end. And we were able to get all 10 done on screen. So
nice.
That might be, if people submit multiple, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I'll have to ask Margaret how maybe she's got ideas, because if there's multiples, then doing a random number picker and putting everything in a certain order may not work. If like, say if you've got 2, you might be number 1 and number 2, or if when one of yours gets picked, the other one just gets knocked out or whatever, that might be more fair.
Yeah,
so.
I that's what I think would be fair, but you also kind of want it anonymous and I like, so I know when we submit,
I wouldn't know because your name's not on it.
Yeah, I know if we submit anonymously for any of the critique group live stuff, usually it's submitted to Eva, and she sees everyone's names and everyone's submission, but she's locked down like Fort Knox, like she doesn't say who is who whatsoever. And if you had that central person.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I'm kind of a control freak.
Well, and if you want to be that trusted person where
it could be.
And I think because and here's the thing, it could just be an email, and sometimes people's email is nothing like their name. It could just be an email to make sure that everyone's submitting, that if you're allowed to submit more than one, but if it's through
Or
like Google Docs, Google Forms, or whatever.
Yeah, it is
You're
Google
allowed
Forms.
you're allowed to submit more than one, but we're including the emails just to make sure that if we pick one of yours, we don't pick the others of yours or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I
Here
think
we are making sausage.
It's okay. I think part of it was allowing writers to feel that they would have that anonymity.
Yes.
So
True.
I think that helped. So I think maybe the only other option would be to include a button on there or something to say I've submitted multiple times, but then we wouldn't even know which one has been submitted multiple times or which person or which one links.
It could be like if it's another submission, be like,
or they put the name of it.
If there's a name, but what if there's hold 2 seconds, buddy. If there's what's the first line of your other submission or the original submission, and then you just match submission title names first line, like the first 5 words or something. I don't know, or maybe it's got to be a full sentence. I doubt there would be.
Well, with the title of the piece would probably be fine because I think we
there
asked
is a title.
I think we asked for titles. That way we knew how to keep them separate. I don't remember.
So, but different things to ideas because mostly it's self-serving for me. I wish this was altruistic. It's not. It's me because I have more than one in that. But at the same time, I want to make sure that both of mine aren't accepted. But yes, those are the dates coming up. May 1st, June 23rd through the 25th that everyone should be on the lookout for. Next, if you got the playlist link, we're jumping over to Nia's channel. Put a code word in place of the name. That's what Nia said, by the way.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, different ideas. Everyone's jumping in. But yeah. Oh, I like that. Is this your first entry? Yes, no. Yes equals main pick. No, backup picks.
No, that is definitely an idea. I don't think I have a wrench on your channel. I was about to drop Nia's link, but I don't think I have a wrench.
Oh,
so I would tell Nia if she would drop her link because she's wrenched.
Yes, there you go. 2 seconds, buddy. Everyone is at me. Did you eat lunch, dinner? I mean, I had the cereal. Okay, you can have one cookie then. All right, we'll get through. You get a cookie after dinner. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, Shannon. Keep an eye out for the AuthorTube writing conference. I always want to say symposium or something. I'm like, nope, we got to slow it down. So I appreciate everybody coming and see you on Nia's channel, everybody. Bye.